It's another great day to be alive. Hello, hello. Welcome to what I'm calling a short and sweet episode because I'm going to be for real with you guys. I'm a little booked and busy. Anybody else? This is the time of year where it feels like we are on a marathon, making it through the last like 80 days of 2025. I actually think it's less than that. I think it's like 70, which is scary, but here we are. I want to just have like a really quick chat. Hopefully, you're on a little walk, you're in the car, you're getting some chores done. This is the time of year where I feel like for me, I start to panic because I'm so incredibly hard on myself. My habits fall off. I haven't been to the gym, if I'm being honest with you guys, in like 2 months. I work from home and it gets really busy for me, obviously, as you guys know, with campaigns, with end of the year stuff. People are on vacations, whatever it is. So I become even more sedentary than normal. I feel like there's the temptation to snack more for comfort, not only because I'm just like trying to power through work, but there's like yummy holiday treats and snacks. And then I just start to spiral because of all these habits that kind of fall off. I sink into bad habits, which are, like doom scrolling for 2 hours before bed just to unwind because I haven't had any time for myself. And I don't like that. Like I don't love that during my busy seasons and all the time, honestly. Like I leave zero time for myself to the point where I have to schedule time for like me things. Like, for example, today I've been going since I woke up. I went to bed late last night, so I slept late. Then I'm anxious when I wake up because I have emails that have piled up. I have to do lists. I have places to be, things to do. This podcast is a day late. Um, and it's like all I've wanted to do for the past like 2.5 weeks is sit down to work on my scrapbooking that I started. But I haven't been able to do that because I don't have like structure in place. And I'm saying this not to complain and not to sound negative and not to be like, oh, my life sucks, but because I want to normalize this. This is the side of social media you don't see. This is the side of life that people don't talk about, that people don't share. People like to act like they have it all together, that, their clothes fit all the time, they get everything done, they never miss a deadline. And that's just simply not the case. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I spend $300 a month on my gym social club membership. I haven't gone in months. That's like $600 down the drain that I've just wasted. Um, Obviously, that's like my own problem. And I'm like, I probably should just cancel it until I can find myself more regularly able to go. But I think it's really important to normalize this conversation because working girlies and guys are out here doing the most. We're all trying to survive. Bills are expensive. Life is expensive. There's a point that comes where, like, I am carrying incredible guilt because I had to cancel on a friend that I really, really wanted to see this weekend, but our ceiling started to cave in because it got filled with water. Like, life be life in sometimes, and people don't talk about it enough. And I guess I wanted to share with you some of the things that I'm trying to implement because my personal issue and what I tend to do in these scenarios when life starts to feel like a lot is I go to these extremes. This is something I've talked with my therapist about quite frequently at length, is like I start to go to these extremes where I'm like, no phone for longer than 2 hours a day. I'm never eating a piece of chocolate again. I need to walk 50,000 steps a day. Like, I start to go to these extremes, and that's not great either. So I guess I would love for anybody to weigh in the comment section of today's episode. Like, if you have any tangible tips for this sort of doom catastrophizing, I don't know how to say that word, of life. Like, that's the place that I feel like I see myself right now currently slipping into, and I'm trying to stop it. So what I've done for the past 2 nights, and I've done this previously and then I fell off, was I've been leaving my phone in another room. I don't allow technology, like we don't have a TV in our room. I don't ever bring my laptop in there, an iPad, or any other devices except for my phone. But the past 2 nights, I've left my phone in my office. And that's really helped me because I know I'm exhausted. But because I haven't had time for myself, like I said, I will lay in bed for 2 hours. And before I know it, it's 1 in the morning. And just because I haven't found the time to wind down, and that's what I end up doing. And then, it's this tumbleweed effect. So I've left my phone in my office, and that's been really helpful. I feel like I've gotten 2 quality nights of sleep. Like, yes, I'm exhausted because I have a lot going on, but at least I'm well rested, and that sets me up for success in that regard. I feel like what I could be better about is making sure to not slip up on like my non-negotiables. And I feel like I need to have like a little moment for myself sometime this week where I write down like my priorities. For me, going to the farmer's market once a week, whether I make it on Sunday or go to a different market during the week, doing that is so sacred to me. It's my like rejuvenation time. I'm obviously investing in my health because I'm buying healthy food. I then feel good for the rest of the week because I have healthy options, but I haven't been able to go in 3 weeks. And then I feel bad about it because I love making content surrounding going to the farmer's market. I love the feeling of going. I obviously then don't have healthy food available. So then I'm scrambling, and I'm ordering on Instacart. I'm ordering food. I'm doing this. And it's like, I need to find ways to make sure I treat my non-negotiables the same way I do my work. And anybody who's self-employed or works from home, or maybe you're a new mom, or you have children, or, a busy family, whatever it might be, I know that someone out there relates to this feeling, and I want to be the person who starts the conversation about it and normalizes these things, because this is real life. And sure, maybe some girl on your Instagram feed has been able to figure out how to meal prep 25 meals a week, keep her budget in lock, not have a credit card payment due. Like, she works out 6 times a week. That's just honestly not the majority of people, or at least in my circle of life, that's not the majority of people. And that's okay. Like sometimes you waste $600 on a gym membership or whatever it might be. And then a year goes by and you're like, well, that was dumb. So that's where I'm currently at. And I felt it to be incredibly imperative to just come on and be open, honest, and raw with you, and hopefully find some people out there who relate and start meaningful conversation in the comment section. Whether you're listening on YouTube, you could drop a comment on Spotify, you could send in a submission. I would love, love, love to hear from you. And the other thing I want to say is on the topic of food. I feel like eating is a really taboo topic, and it's triggering and it's sensitive to a lot of people, but I felt compelled to say this because, again, this time of year, we start to see habits slip and things happen, and I think that it's okay and important to give yourself permission to enjoy the foods that you see and are around this holiday season. But even more importantly, a plate of lettuce, aka a small side salad, is not a meal. And I say this because yesterday when I was at Disneyland, I was at a restaurant on property. I went to go order my meal, and there's an area where you can get side salads. And the amount of people that I saw who forwent the regular entree for a side salad as their meal was astonishing. And I find it hard to believe that many people weren't hungry. Disney's really great about having options for everybody. So perhaps there was just like a bunch of vegans, or, people weren't that hungry and just wanted a little something, a side of vegetables, whatever it is. But there is also a conversation to be had about people out there who are not nourishing their bodies for the sake of being a certain size or fitting into the clothes that you currently have in your closet. I definitely have to work actively every single day to make sure that I am reversing a lot of these things that we've been taught as women. And I want to be the first person to tell you that your body needs food. Carbs are not scary. Butter will not kill you. Neither will olive oil. There are health benefits to these things. You need carbs for energy. Your body needs energy. You also need protein in your body, and you can get protein not through meat or seafood or whatever you want to eat, but you have to prioritize eating a full diet and covering different categories, as hard as it might be. You can do this through fast food. I'm not saying you have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to go to a farmer's market. You can do this however you see fit, but I want to be clear that you also need to nourish yourself this holiday season. So on this topic, rounding all of this out, I will get off my soapbox and let you guys be. We are all in this together. You are never alone in this feeling of being underwater. This is a crazy, hectic time of year for so many people. We have to prioritize ourselves. Baby steps are better than big drastic changes. And I want to have this conversation further. So that's me. That's where I'm at today. Let me know where you guys are at today. And I also want to know if you like more bite-sized, smaller episodes. It's obviously a lot more attainable for me because sometimes I walk a fine line if I don't want to just like fill the space for 30 minutes yapping. It's obviously just me. I don't have a co-host. So I want to be mindful of your time. I want to be mindful of what you have time to listen to. So always open to feedback if you enjoy shorter 10 to 15 minute episodes. Anyways, my name's Reagan. I am sending you all the good vibes. You got this. You are capable of anything. You are strong. You are positive. You attract good things in life. What other affirmations can I squeeze in? I'm like, what are some affirmations that I do? You are beautiful. You are kind. You are strong. You are capable. And I'm so, so glad that you're here. Thanks for being here. It's another great day to be alive. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.